Hey guys, so this is my first video, and I did a poll on Instagram asking you guys what you guys would like to watch. It was between losing my virginity, purchasing my first car, having a crazy experience with a customer, because obviously being a store manager, and something else, but I can't really remember what it was. So with that poll, everybody chose the crazy experience with the customer. So that's what I'm gonna talk about today. Those other stories I'm still gonna tell you guys, but in another story time. So this I want to say was about 2012. 2012, I was working in the Bronx in 170. So if you're from the Bronx, you already know what that is. Basically, it's not a great area. There's a lot of crackheads around, old people, all kinds of people. New York has everything, so there's a little bit of everything there, but it is ghetto, and you get those types of crazy customers all the time. So I was an assistant manager at the time while working in 170. I had a great manager there, but the day I'm specifically talking about, I was the manager on duty. I believe my manager was off, or she might have left early for the day. Whole point is it was like Memorial Day weekend. I believe it was the Sunday before Memorial Day. So it was kind of busy earlier in the day. As it gets later on, you know, it kind of dies down. But on Sundays, it's not a regular hours of operation. I believe we closed at like 7 that day or something like that. So I had a customer that came in. He wanted some white Air Force Ones, and you already know when it's Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July, things like that, New Yorkers get fly by wearing white Air Force Ones. I don't know what really that's about, but that's like the go-to sneaker. So that's what the customer came in for. Now he came in, he's like, oh, I want some white Air Force Ones. I helped him, whatever, get ready to ring him up, and he didn't have his wallet on him. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna come back. I'm like, okay, as long as you come in before 7 p.m. because we close early today, is Sunday. And he's like, all right, I got you, whatever. Whole point is 7 o'clock rolls around and the guy never came back. So we close the doors, we're cleaning up, and mind you, I said I'm the manager on duty. So we're cleaning up, and I hear, you know, a knocking on the door. And, you know, usually I ignore it or whatever, but he was kind of aggressive at the door. So I look, and it's the guy that had went to go get his wallet. And I guess, I don't know what he did, but he didn't come back on time. We had already closed. It was probably like 7:30 at the time, because I was just about to count the cash from the drawer. And you know, once you close, you can't open the doors for customers. That's just the rules. We're already cleaning up. The hours of operation is from this time to this time. You come in after, it's a dub. So whole point is, he's knocking on the door and he's like, oh, I came back for my kicks. I had to go get my wallet. And I'm like, okay, well, we closed now. It's 7 o'clock. It's 7:30 or whatever time it was. And he started getting nasty with me. He's like, the fuck you mean? I went and I came back. I had to get my wallet. I'm like, okay. And I spoke to you and I explained that we close at 7 p.m. and I cannot open the doors. Like, that's it. We closed already. So he started getting crazy. He goes, fuck out of here, you stupid bitch. Like, you fucking supposed to let me in because I was going to come back. And so I started getting nasty with him too. I mean, you know, young and dumb, you just react to the situations. You don't really think about consequences or what can happen. But so I'm like, no, I'm not letting you in. I'm counting this money and that's it. Like, you just mad because you ain't getting your Air Force Ones. Bye. Like, you know. And he was upset, so he started going even more hard. All right, what time you fucking get out of here? I'm gonna get my fucking girl to fuck you up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I leave at 8 o'clock. What's up? Bring your bitch. And I started getting ghetto, like, you know, because I was really upset. Like, whatever, you just mad because you're not getting your white Air Force Ones. Like, there's mad sneaker stores on the strip. You could have easily went to one of them fake ass stores, got your fake ass Air Force Ones. So he was mad. That has nothing to do with me. Like, I told you to come back, this is the time we close, you didn't come back, then I don't know what to tell you. So he's getting crazy, whatever. So then he leaves. And as I'm cleaning up or whatever, I'm just thinking, like, damn, like, what if he does go get his girl? What if he got a bunch of bitches to fuck me up? What if, like, he got a gun and he went to go get his gun? What if he, like, had a knife and he went to go get his knife? Like, this is the thing, like, we react to certain things. And yeah, I was a lot younger, you know, and I did a lot of dumb things while I was young. But I mean, it's New York. You don't really know who's who. You don't really know what people are capable of. And people are crazy, especially in New York. Like, after thinking about it, after the situation, I called my man, like, so this guy said he was going to come back, fuck me up at 8 o'clock when I get out. So, you picking me up or what? Like, and at the time, I was mad at him because he was mad at me. He's like, what the fuck? Like, why you always getting yourself in some shit? You need to calm down. Your attitude be crazy sometimes. So he was blaming me, not even knowing, like, what the story was. And yeah, like, you know, sometimes I could be a hothead. So I guess that's why he assumed, like, it was my fault. But it really wasn't at that time, you know? But I understand now, like, why he was upset. He's like, damn, you about to get yourself in some shit over some sneakers. Like, it's not even worth it. Like, or he was just mad, like, why did I even entertain him? Why did I have to get out of character when I could have just ignored him and kept it pushing, you know? Like, and when you're young, you don't think about things like that. And, like, I guess, like, the moral of the story would be, so think about what you do before you react, because you don't know what people are capable of. You don't know what can happen. He could have brought his girl, like I said, and she could have jumped me or whatever. Like, what if he was crazy? What if he was crazy himself and was waiting outside for me? Like, you know? But I mean, that was one of the many situations that I've had as a manager. Yeah, so I had to pick him up. And I felt like I kind of had to stand my ground, only because that was the first time I had to deal with a situation like that where I was the boss and, like, somebody was talking reckless to an employee, well, to me, but he was also talking crazy to like the part-timer that I had there, like, yo, open this fucking door, like, fuck what she mean, what the fuck she saying, like, open this door, blah, blah, blah. So he wasn't only getting, you know, reckless with me, he was getting crazy with my staff as well, and I felt like I had to defend them. But, I mean, this scenario should apply not only to work, but everyday life. Because, like I said, you don't know who's who, you don't know what they're capable of, and you don't know what they can do, you know? That scenario wasn't the craziest thing I've ever been through as a manager. I've had other situations where there was people fighting inside of my store. Like, a kid was getting jumped, and that's a whole nother story, but that day was crazy too. I've had other situations too where an employee was about to fight a customer. Like, oh my God. I've seen it all, you know what I mean? And, like, people are just crazy in New York, and dangerous. It's just dangerous. So be careful, stay safe. You know, hopefully this will help somebody think about what they're doing before they actually react, you know, or keep their emotions in check. Don't give anybody your sanity. Like, you don't have to entertain anybody. Just because they're having a bad day does not mean it has to apply to me too. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this story. And there will be more to come. So hopefully you guys subscribe and come back and watch my videos. Bye. Say bye, Mello. Bye.